Welcome to 3-7 Speedway, the last race in our Asian tour of the NASCAR National Cup Series. We have Fontaine in first, who was the runner-up in Mount Panorama, with Johnson in second, Huckleberry in third, Morrison Jr. in fourth. Even though this is a fantasy track, the best way to describe 3-7 Speedway is it's Nazareth with Daytona banking, and we are underway. The outside lane is definitely going to be the more preferred lane here because there is no grip on the inside. Here's your cockpit from Felix Palmer, your defending champion. Also, the pit road system is broken on this track, so the cars will not have to pit. It's going to be a 25-lap dash. Edgewater looks to get the bump on Pasquale, but it's going to be the 52 of Zach. It's going to be the 52 of Zach Johnson that takes lap one. Looks like there was a crash that happened. Who has taken the first spot. Luis Fontaine has fell back some positions after on the pole, but look at Logan Davenport squeezes his way through the middle of Fontaine and Kronberg. Can he pull it off? No, he's going to stay on the outside, but LTD is going to come into the inside as well. There's three wide coming out of turn one. This might not end well coming into turn three. Let's see. It looks like the cars actually did a good job at keeping intact together. But Buckworth Huckleberry now has a very considerable lead. Well, not considerable, convincing. We're three wide here again, and this time it's the 12 of Lamari. Luis Fontaine continuing to lose more and more positions. The 19 of Opsel's also doing pretty well. He's running mid-pack. Morrison Jr. not making the move on Martin. He is the very heavy favorite to win the title now. He just has to keep doing what he's doing and hope he doesn't crash out. The view from Rada, Martin is working his way behind him. The 19 of Opsel is currently in 11th. Could get the pass here on Pasquale, who has an excellent new car for the next season, to work his way into the top 10. Ed and are all not running the way they should be. Could Rada make a pass on Johnson here? It's going to be a launch shot for Rada to win the title, but coming to the inside, not going to attempt it. We could be seeing a lot of dive bombing in this final lap. But speaking of that, how about this? The 52 of Johnson side by side with Huckleberry coming into turn one. And Johnson has got the lead. What a run from the outside. And now Johnson looks to drag himself away from Huckleberry as well. Edgewater trying to get past the 65 of Stevenson, his Mason-Dixon teammate. Edgewater and Rada are pretty long shots for the title at this point, but anything can happen with 5 races to go. But one thing that the 16 hopes isn't happening, which is he is exactly in the middle. He is in 15th despite starting in first. Davenport can make a move on Kronberg here into the inside lane. If Davenport can get more, just puts on the accelerators right before him. Almost halfway done with this race. And now Martin is now in 4th, Morrison Jr. in 5th, Kronberg in 6th, who got his spot up back from Logan Davenport, but Davenport has a chance here. Pasquale is looking to get a move back on Opsel coming into turn 3. Is Pasquale going to put it off? No, Opsel pulls off the block. Coming out of this turn though, very good battle here for that last 10th spot. Although it doesn't matter as much in the regular season, Pasquale is going to definitely need to gain some positions if he wants a title shot. And now Pasquale is going to try to make a move onto the inside. They almost made contact, but Opsel's doing a very good job at pulling him off. The rookie versus the veteran here. Very good battle for 10th we have. We're going to be halfway through this race this time around. Has anything happened up front? Not much, but Steve Rada could get the chance. Here's a very good aerial view of 3-7 Speedway where you can see most of the action, including Luis Fontaine falling into the bottom 10. You should see the cars coming out of the back straightaway any second now. Yep, you can hear him coming into turn 3. Looks like Johnson is still in first. Not too much going on for lead changes. Oldsel still has the best of Pasquale. And now Morrison Jr. can get his way outside of Martin. Here comes the 10. And it looks like the 10 is going to pass Martin here, but let's see what happens into the inside. Kronberg almost trying to make a 3-1 on the inside, but Dustin Morrison Jr. completes the pass. But however, the 96 and the 99 have battled pretty much all day, but we have another battle here. Martin wants to get his spot back from Morrison Jr. Is it going to happen coming into this turn? No, it is not, but can Martin get a run on the outside? Now Morrison Jr. has just made the pass on Rada. Coming into the outside, it's going to be a drag race, and Rada's got him. Not quite enough needed. The gap between first and second has increased immensely to 1.27 seconds. The 16 of Fontaine has fallen all the way back to 29th. Goodness me, what has happened to that car? He is now in serious threat of finishing in dead last. He just did not get the setup right for this race. Five laps to go. Now the 16 of Fontaine is threatening to get into dead last here with the 31 of Moon, who is going to the second division next season. The driver currently with the fastest lap bonus is the 96 of Felix Kronberg with almost a 33 flat. Kronberg and Davenport have been for a very good battle here for the 6 spot, and LTD just made a gigantic move. And I think Lamardi and Olpso are going to take advantage. The 8 did not take a good line there. And now the 65 of Stevenson looks to get past Pasquale. A very good run from Zach Johnson indeed. This will be his second playoff win. It will very help himself get closer to Martin for that title. Unless Buckworth Huckleberry can catch up here, the gap has been reduced to a second. What is the gap now? It is 0.86 seconds. Huckleberry is faster. Meanwhile, can Olpso hold on to this top 10? And can Fontaine hold on to not last? The 52 of Johnson coming into turn 3. It's going to be 2 laps to go. The gap has increased. Johnson was faster there. Kronberg still has the fastest lap bonus. Him and Davenport still battling pretty hard. But now the 96 has the 8 to worry about, since those are 2 playoff drivers. One last time here at 3-7 Speedway. Zach Johnson looking to be the first driver to get multiple wins in the playoff series. He won. I actually don't remember what track he won. Was it Twin Reed Motegi? I think it might have been Twin Reed Motegi. But either way, Zach Johnson is going to come down this back straight for the final time. Johnson coming out of 3, and he is going to get his second playoff win. Huckleberry in second, Johnson in third. Oh, we have a drag race here to the finish line between Kronberg and LGD, and I think Kronberg just held on to it. Also, we'll get that last spot of the top 10, and yes, Kronberg did hold on.